Hello, welcome guys. Today we are going to learn how to create AP Invoice using REST API. In previous video, we already have learned how to create AP Invoice using Oracle Fusion using frontend. So let's start it using REST API. Here we have few steps that how to create AP Invoice. Step 1, API endpoint. Here we have a API for create an invoice. Second, prepare the request payload. We have to prepare the request payload that with the invoice detail, that what details we have to fill, that we have to prepare the request payload. 3, we have to put the authentications. Use basic authentication or auth 2.0. That means we have to give the credentials of Oracle Fusion. Here we have to make a call. We have to hit the send button and we have to make the call. And fifth step, here validate the response, success response. Suppose we will get 201, that means the our API, our invoice is created. Here sixth step, verify the invoice. After creation of AP invoice, then we will go to Oracle Fusion and we will search using the invoice number, that AP invoice is created or not. That's all simple step that how to create AP invoice using REST API. So that's all. So now we will go to practical part. Here we have API for few invoices, like a create an invoice. Here we have a API for create for invoice, delete an invoice, generate distribution for the invoice, get all invoice, get an invoice, reverse distribution of an invoice. Here we have a few APIs about entire invoices. Okay, so let's start. In this video we will learn create an invoice, but before going to create an invoice, we will get to know how to get an invoice those already have created in Oracle Fusion. So let's start it. Here we have a API for get an invoice. We will copy API and we will paste on notepad. Here we have to pass the unique invoice number. Suppose we have to pass the unique invoice number, then only we will be able to get. So we already have unique invoice number. Here you can see a REST API with parameter. That means we will pass as a parameter the unique invoice number ABC112. Those we have already created in Oracle Fusion. So we will pass this API in Postman. We will send. See, you are able to see here we have a AP invoice created. The invoice number is ABC112. Those we have already created in previous video. See, the all details are same. So let me open my Oracle Fusion and let me confirm with the Fusion invoice. I am going to log in my Oracle Fusion. We will go to invoice section, and here we have a search icon. We will put the invoice number ABC112. See, I am going to search. See, we are able to see the invoice number ABC112, invoice date here, creation date here, supplier for supplier or party ID, supplier site, unpaid amount, invoice amount. Each and every detail is here. Okay, so we will match from Postman response. Here you can see invoice number is ABC112, ABC112, ABC112. Here we have an invoice amount 200 and currency AUD. Here we have a AUD currency, invoice amount 200, and invoice date is it 6/1/2025. you can able to see 6/1/2025. That's the same invoice we have able to get in Postman. So let's now we will be moved to next part, that how to create AP invoice using REST API. We now we are able to get the now we are able to get the invoices, and next part we will be go on how to create invoice using REST API. For create an invoice we have another API, so let's move to the API. See, you can see it's a get an invoice, then we will be go to create an invoice. It's a post method, so we will copy the REST API, and here we will be paste after .com. Here we have paste the invoice, and we already have put the basic authentication. That's why we don't have to put the basic authentication here. So now we have to give the response payload, sorry, request payload, then only we will be able to create the AP invoice. So now we are going to put response request payload, those we have already created in notepad. Here here we have a request payload, those earlier we have created in video. See, here only we have a different, that is a invoice number. So let's check. I'm passing the invoice number, sorry, I'm passing the request payload, and again I'm going to send. It will be error. Sorry, now we are forget to change the method, so we have to choose post method. When we are going to create AP invoice, we have to choose post method, and we will be change the invoice number. Like earlier we have created 112, now let's create 113. So now we are going to hit on send. See, it's showing 400 bad request. That means we have some error. See, here we have a message, you must provide a valid value for the supplier site attribute. That means we have passed the wrong supplier site. Here Lee supplier, let me confirm from the front end. See, here we are able to see, here we are able to see Lee Australia is here. Okay, so let me copy Lee Australia, and we will be paste on Lee supplier. See, it's replaced from Lee supplier to Lee Australia, and again we will be hit on send button. See, now our AP invoice is created, 201 created. That means a new resource was created successfully. A new AP invoice is created successfully. See, here we have a same data, those we have passed in request payload. Okay, so again I am going to create another 133 created, 144 I am going to create with the same value. See, it's already created. So now it's our part is done from the Postman. Now we will be check from Oracle Fusion. So let me check. Double one three and hit on search button. See, we are able to see here our invoice is created here in Oracle Fusion also. ABC 113 Lee supplier, Lee Australia, whatever we have filled, we all things we can able to see here. and let me search 114 also. Our instance is a bit slow, so let me search abc 114 abc 114. See, we are able to see our invoice is created here, abc 114 abc 114. So this is a all step of how to create AP invoice using Postman, using REST API. So that's all about today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.